Hola amigos and welcome to episode 4 of La Resurreccion, and we have hit the Christmas period. It is the start of December. It's not too busy actually in December like it is in England, but I was having a look at the schedule and the season runs all the way to the start of June. I didn't realise it went on that long. I knew it started late, didn't realise it went on that long. But yeah, as we're on the schedule, we may as well have a look. Only a couple of games actually since you were last with me. I thought I'd play more than that, but apparently not. But we've had four one-all draws in succession. Obviously, we had the Mallorca and Tenerife games in the last episode, and then we had a one-all draw against Gymnastique. We did well, to be fair, to hang on to that because we went 1-0 down and then Pacheco scored a free kick, but the second half was all them. We managed to hang on. We had to play a bit of a rotated side as well because a few people went on international duty, and for whatever reason, the international breaks aren't taken into consideration in this division. We then had a 1-1 draw against Royce, who have been doing very well, and we almost lost our unbeaten record in the 91st minute. They grabbed a goal, but luckily Juan P in the 94th minute was able to grab an equaliser, and we cling on to that unbeaten record. But as you can see from the top, we are second, although we do have a game in hand on Lugo, and we are 2 points off, so we need to win to reclaim top spot. Although given our current form, we may not do that. Although if you have a look at the table, we have played a few of the harder teams recently, so hopefully we can get some points on the board today. But our first game is against Real Oviedo, who sit down in 14th there, and then Deportivo in 9th, who have had a bit of a resurgence as of late. Anyway, the team for the first game against Real Oviedo is going to be Munir in goal, Hernandez at right back, coming back into the side, Flavio Ramos and Torres in the middle. I don't think we've met Torres yet. He spent a long time out injured. I think he got a couple of month injury, but he's on loan from Villarreal. 21, only 2-star current ability, but 4.5-star potential. He's sort of the reason why he was like the best of the rest, apart from Lomban at the start of the season. He was the best of the rest of the centre backs. So yeah, that's why we've had to go out and get some. But I mean, his stats aren't too bad. You know, heading, tackling 13. But yeah, he's obviously not the complete player yet. And at left back, Gonzalez is going to retain his place. Layson and Boularud in the middle. They're sort of becoming the more recognised central midfield pairing now. Santos out on the right, Pacheco back out on the left, Wampi at number 10, and Blanco Leschuk is going to be up top for us. We're struggling a little bit with strikers. We're not seeming to score many goals. Hector, like I said, he's not been in great form recently, so we're just trying to find that solution. Hopefully, we can end our streak of draws today. So the games against Real Oviedo begin then, and like I said previously, we really need to end our run of draws here and get back to the top of the table. Pacheco with the free kick, 8 minutes gone, and he puts it just wide. The keeper never really looked worried there. And I just noticed after that last highlight that their keeper's called Champagne. Excellent. Anyway, Oviedo can keep the ball nicely, and that is poor defending, and we do manage to get it away. Although Leschuk heads it on to no one, and Oviedo can come forward again. There he is, Champagne. Oh, hope he doesn't spill it. I'll stop with the dad jokes. Yeah, Dominguez in the middle of midfield. Getting bodies around them, but just can't quite get the ball off of them. But we are forcing them back, and though Hoslu's got the better of Hernandez. Good ball in, and Tosh, oh, I don't know. Oviedo make it 1-0 anyway, that's the point. And that is not the best start. 15 minutes gone, we have a corner, Santos to whip it in. It's a poor corner, but only as far as Pacheco. Back out to Santos, needs a good ball in this time, and his cross is blocked. Well, that was a poor sequence of play from the number 7. Hopefully this corner will be a little bit better. Santos knocks it in, and again, he can't beat the first man. That is poor. And Oviedo could counter here, fall in, carries the ball forward. They've got options, but we get a good block in, and I'm sure that'll be the end of the highlight, and it is. Maybe a chance before the break. It's headed in, Blanco Leszczuk heads it in the back of the net. That was a much better corner in from Santos. It all happened rather quick. I couldn't keep up. But we'll see it again here, hopefully. Santos with the corner. Remember to turn the replays on. And the centre forward does well to meet it. In and around two defenders, head it into the corner. And an equaliser just before half time is lovely stuff. Apart from that, the square root of naff always happened in this first half. These games seem to be pretty dull affairs, really. I've said that before, but the only real highlights that seem to occur are actually goals. Apart from that, there's not much else. Although we've had 4 shots on target, you won't have really seen many of them. Anyway, we worked the ball out well to Gonzalez. Maybe an early chance in the second half. Great, but can we just talk about that ball from Juan P? That is unbelievable. Santos knocks it in. I didn't give a care about. I was going to do a swear. Look at this ball from Juan P. I'm all about the ball here. Just look at this. What vision? Just turns, hits one. The fact he's seen Santos there, slight hit of offside, but we'll ignore it. He puts it on a plate for Santos to just tap it in. My word, that he's pinging balls like Steven Gerrard. Unbelievable. Santos with a free kick then. 25 minutes ago, Ramos at the back stick, but he's headed away. Can he get another ball back in? He does well to hold on to the ball. Finds Boularud. But Boularud gives it away. Fortunately, they just hoof it clear, and Hernandez can mop up. He plays a risky ball forward, and Abdi is bearing down on goal, and it's a wonderful save by Munir. We've seen him a couple of times this season do that, pull one out of the bag. I have no idea what Hernandez was thinking there as Santos heads away the corner. Maybe we could break as Layson gets on to the end of it. And he hoops one forward. Can Leszczuk? No, he can't. That's the end of the highlight. Yeah, no idea what Hernandez was doing there. It was a risky ball to play, with Abdi bearing down on Torres. Luckily, Munir has bailed us out. Oviedo with a corner. Dominguez, he knocks it in, but it floats over everyone. And yeah, that is going to be it, my friends. So, a 2-1 win. I mean, Juan P has single-handedly won it. I mean, to be fair, Santos scored and set up the other goal. So he's probably had more of an impact, but I still think Juan P has single-handedly won us that game. It's just balls for days. That's all I'm going to say. So we break the run of 1-1 draws. We go back atop of the table, albeit only by a point. And we've got Deportivo coming up in a few days. So they'll, like I said, they've been on a bit of a resurgence, I believe. It's not the greatest start to the season, but then the form has certainly over the last month and a bit picked up. So although they have got Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey between now and playing us, so hopefully Real Madrid will stuff them and it'll knock a bit of confidence out of them. Anyway, I will join you then. Right, game day 2, and there is a couple of changes. Robles has come in. He's just returned from an injury, so he's not quite fully fit. I doubt he'll make his way through the game, but after the pass that Hernandez made in the last game, I don't think I can face that again. As well, Juan P's actually dropped to the bench. Although he got an assist, he hasn't quite been good enough. And this kid, I don't know how to say his name, whether it's... See, to me that just looks like Bear, but then if I call him Kaidi Bear, that doesn't really sound like a footballer. Plus he's... Where is he from? What's that badge? Albanian. Interesting. I imagine it's something like Bahre or Bar or something like that. I'm going to go with Bahre because it sounds better than calling him Kaidi Bear. It sounds like a kid's toy. Anyway, he's been impressing actually in training and when he's played for the under-19. So I'm actually going to give him a go because, why not? We have set up a little bit cautiously for this game. We are away at one of the fancy teams, although they did get beat by Real Madrid in the Cup, so hopefully we can stuff them here. Leszczuk is going to maintain his place up front. They've gone for a 4-4-2. So look at their team. Crondeli, is that him? Yeah, he's a decent player. Katabia, yeah. I actually wanted him at the start of the season, but he cost quite a bit of money, and he was injured actually, so that would have been no good. Right, anyway, enough of my ramblings. Assistant manager has proved useless once again. Right then, so the games begin, and Sorry, I just had to edit out a cough. Um, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my trail of thought. Oh, that's good, isn't it? For goodness sake. What's the point of playing on bloody YouTube if you can't even remember what you're going to say? Okay, Santos, free kick, backstick power is scrambled, and Kaidi Barre, managerial genius putting him in the team. And he has come up trumps here, so let's try and work this one out. Let's zoom in a bit, shall we? Power heads it in, it's hit a defender, and Barre, I was going to call him Bear again. Kaidi Barre has tucked it in, and a great start here, considering we've set up a bit more defensive. Could be another chance as Santos flips. How is he going to flip? Floats. That's what I was going for. But Deportivo come away from the free kick that was floated in. That's what I was trying to say. But we win the ball back. I was thinking as well, actually, Deportivo was one of the options that I could have gone with in this save. Very sort of similar story to Malaga, except a lot longer before. Deportivo have sort of been, as far as I know, they've been in La Liga for a while, or they might have been in La Liga 2 for a while now, actually. But they used to be in the Champions League. I remember Deportivo in the Champions League, but they really have fallen as well. So a very similar story. But I did fancy Malaga more than Deportivo, I have to say. And so far, it's paying dividends. Although I'd like to think if I was Deportivo manager, we would be doing just as well. I didn't realise they were called Deportivo de La Coruna, but yeah, it's a long old trip as well from Malaga to La Coruna. La Coruna's right in the north west. Had to do my never eat shredded wheat then. Yeah, right in the northwest on the coast, whereas Malaga is in the southeast. So be a long old trip. I doubt many away fans. I think the best, not the best, but as in the funniest away attendance I've seen so far from us. I think we took 18 fans to one game, which is a cracking turnout. Shout out to those fans. But yeah, that's one thing in Spanish football. Away fans isn't really a big thing. So never mind. We still get good attendances from home. I've managed to ramble on through that first half, but Deportivo haven't even had a shot yet, which is very good. I'm going to say there's still room for improvement. I'd like us to grab another goal, and you can see it's all tightening up on the league table. We're on 39 as it stands. Lugo on 38. Granada, our rivals, our local rivals, on 36. I think we've got that game coming up. But I think what I'm going to do, because the next episode will have hit January, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skim through January, and then we'll just look at results. Oh, Cartabia is going to be sent off because he handballed it. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to take that off cautious then. We'll put it back up to our normal positive. And Santos is going to whip in a corner. Boularou to the far stick. And Kaidi Barre stuck it in. It's not offside. And the Albanian man has grabbed himself a second goal in this game. If we watch it again, Santos whips in the corner. Boularou meets at the far stick. Good save by Jimenez. Barre is there all unmarked. It looks like the number 9 is just about playing him onside. And he makes it 2-0. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I think we're going to just sort of do... I did this very similar with the Newcastle Santos. Pow, was that? Pow! Oh, do I have to rename him to Lethal Bizzle now? Barre, go on for the... Oh, my word. What a goal to seal his hat-trick. Unbelievable stuff. The kid... Boy done good here. Look at it. Lethal Bizzle there on the ball. Is that going to be a thing? Let me know if I have to change his name to Lethal Bizzle. And Barre lines one up. Shoots, picks his spot. Thank you very much. What a performance from this kid. You might have been thinking that dropping Juan P after that pass in the last game was not a good idea. I think I have justified my selection, and I'm actually going to make a change. We may as well start to keep players fresh because this month is probably going to be the busiest out of the lot. Oh, I remembered what I was going to say at the start of the episode. We'll bring on Adrian for Boularud. We've been invited to play in a testimonial from a player from Real Sociedad. Now, I knew who this player was. I did an offline save a few FMs ago now. I started at Reading, as I do, and then got sacked from Reading, and then I think I went to MK Dons and they were terrible, so I left them, and I ended up at, somehow after I left MK Dons in the relegation zone of the Championship. I was having interviews at like PSG and Bayern Munich and stuff. I had no idea I was doing it, and I ended up getting the Real Sociedad job, and I did a really good job with them. And so yeah, I know a bit about them, and yeah, the player that is testimonial we're having is at the end of December. There's like a 2 week break at the end of December, so I'm guessing that's like the Spanish winter break as Deportivo grab a goal back. Vicente with his fifth of the season, fairly straightforward from the corner. As we look at it again, Caballo knocks one in. Vicente there gets away from his man. Looks like it hits the underside of the bar on its way in. And yeah, they get a goal back. Hopefully it's just a consolation. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be in the middle of the Spanish winter break. But yeah, it's just nice. That's what I was going to say. As well, because it was Real Sociedad, it was nice for me. But anyway, I'm sure you lot don't care about that. It's not something I'm going to show in the video. But yes, back to January. The January episode is similar. If you watched the Newcastle series, which was way back, I did a similar episode in that, where I just sort of went through January, didn't show any games, just showed any transfer business that might occur. I'm not looking to do too much. We haven't got much money. If it just so happens that there's not a lot that really happens, then I will show a game. Please don't score another goal. Oh, they're giving them a penalty. Excellent. Santos deems for Pushmari. Well, can Munir come up trumps for us? Who's taking the penalty? Kalibar has been booked. Vicente again. Oh, and he's managed to slot it in, grabbing his second goal of the game. But hopefully that is going to be, I don't need to see that again. Hopefully that is going to be all she wrote for this one. An inspirational performance from Barre has single-handedly won us this game. I'm really tempted to rename that centre-back Lethal Bizzle as well. But yeah, the January episode, as we win the game, yeah, I'll skim through it. I doubt there's too much business that we'll do, to be honest. I think we'd probably bring in at least one player. But yeah, there's quite a bit of interest in some of our boys now. Yeah, so Gonzalez is wanted by a lot of teams, as you can see. So he will probably go. I'd imagine Alberto is wanted, Juan P is wanted, Juan Carr is wanted as well. So there may be a bit of action, but yeah, I think maybe in January I might look for a striker because our firepower. Look, Leszczuk 2 goals in 9 games. Hector 5 in 10. And he's been out with an injury as well recently, so he's not done too bad. But Kone 1 in 9, so we're just not that lethal really. Some goals nicely spread around. Juan P's got the most with 6, but when your number 10 is your top goal scorer, it's a bit concerning. So yeah, like I was saying, we'll do January. I may well actually show the Granada game because they are doing well, and it is. They are our local rivals. I believe the area that we're from is called Andalusia or Andalusia. So that they're doing well. Like I said, they're third, so that could be a big game. But when it comes around to it, I'll see how it goes. But yeah, maybe that's how we'll do that then. We'll start with the Granada game. We'll start January's episode with the Granada game, and then we'll focus on transfers. If nothing really happens, then maybe we'll show the Las Palmas game. But if there is a bit, then we'll just sort of show you the results. I mean, to be fair, we could scrap that. Got the top 2 teams at the start of January. So, all right, we'll play. I'll play it by ear. We'll definitely do the Granada game, and then if Lugo is still there, then we'll just do that and scrap the sort of January bit. But yeah, and we'll come back to that. Sorry, I've just been really sidetracked. Yeah, so that is going to bring today's episode to an end, guys. We'll just have a quick look at the table. So as you can see, 39 points. We are still unbeaten as we head into the later Christmas period. 1 point clear of Lugo, and yeah, that's how we end the episode. So guys, if you have enjoyed it, drop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more La Resurreccion, and I will speak to you guys in a bit. See ya.